don't even know if I'm live yet. I guess I am now. Welcome to my channel. This your boy J.R. Loafer. Watching the episode of Lapeef, one of my shows I'll be listening to or whatever. And they was talking about something that I thought I should make a video about, especially after watching the panels. So, the ladies on the panel, they had their own little topic or whatever, but I switched it up, because I ain't trying to steal nobody's swag or nothing. But after observing these women, it made me want to talk about it. And me personally, the term "pick me," what does that mean? When you hear that word, when you hear "pick me," like, what do you think? Do you do you hear desperation? Because that's what I would think when I hear the term "pick me." But honestly, when they use that word, they use it towards certain women. Who are those women? Feminine women who like to cater to men, who who like to bring peace to the relationship, who like to put in more than just sex. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to use a man, but actually want to be with the men. So it's crazy that they use this term they use this term as if it's just so negative that these women want to, cater to men. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. So, I, for the most part, I just think that these women today, they degrees are their husbands, they degrees are their boyfriends, and if you can't supply more than what my degree supply, then there's no need to be with you because my degree can take care of me. And that's honestly how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? As if you can't supply more than that degree, if you can't be perfect, because not only do you gotta supply, but other women must agree with you. Like when she take you around or show your picture, other women gotta want you without wanting you. And if that's not what's going on, that woman not gonna want you. Women don't want a dude that other women don't want to be with. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, like from what I've seen and from my life story and different stuff like that, that's what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So, being all nice and that gentleman and all that crazy stuff, that stuff ain't getting you no woman, man. For real. Don't honestly, nice guys finish last. Don't no woman want no nice guy. I don't know what that's about. They talk all that. They want a Russell Wilson bull crap. But in all honesty, be a Russell Wilson and don't got no money and see where that get you. You can only be a Russell Wilson type of dude if you got money. If you a dude in the hood acting like Russell Wilson, wearing Nauticas with a Hawaiian shirt and some damn Dickie shorts, dude, you not getting no with an S curl, you not getting no love, bro. So you can say what you want. They can play this role, oh Sierra this, Sierra that. I want a Russell Wilson. Man, that's cap, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's cap for sure. That's cap for sure. And the term pick me, because I'm single, if I was to be looking for a woman, I'm definitely going for a pick me. I definitely want a feminine woman that know her place and know where she stand in the relationship. Don't mean she gotta be a doormat. Don't mean she gotta take care of me like she my damn mama. But you should be bringing more to the relationship than just sex because that's the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? You was born with that. What else are you bringing besides that? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into the video. I just wanted to kind of get put a couple words into it, and then go from there.
Get to your father and your family that he's working.
Listen, Kayla. What I'm saying is she should find that man, not going out and search her. Like she should just do this for everybody. But the thing is, and another thing you said them wifely do this. I have to disagree. Them womanly do this. Because at the end of the day, if you classify these things as wifely do this, and you said, I'm gonna be absolutely toxic towards everything else, like I'm not gonna do this and this and
Because I'm live. So
this, you put yourself on limits of that, he gonna limit himself on your ass too.
So what do you mean by womanly duties? Because by wifely duties, I mean doing your laundry, cleaning your house somewhere I don't live, like doing things that wives do. So womanly, I agree, but wifely duties, I don't think you should be doing no man's laundry. That's not your man.
But that's not true. I had a chick come over my house and she see my laundry need to be done, she'll do it.
Where's she at? She gone, right? She not
What's
here.
What?
Not with her. That didn't get her picked, did it?
Not for nothing though. That's the point that she did make.
But no,
I felt attacked a little cheated.
Flag because I got the earth flag.
Dudes be taking advantage of that. Like once they see that you're good and you're a good woman and you're really selfless and you're willing to do certain things naturally because that's
okay. So wait,
she said it. Like she literally was.
Well, baby, can I finish what I was saying first?
T. Go on.
That shit don't say no T. That shit said lady something.
Okay, Lady Mogulette. If that's the name you want, I gave you my name, but you can keep it personal, no problem. Just give me, it's fine.
First Timothy, chapter 2.
He just wants you to address her properly.
Oh my God.
How hard is that?
Don't get debunked. Go on. I'm listening. Go on. I'm listening. You asked us to be quiet. Go ahead, sir.
man, it's crazy because she right. Women do those wifely duties, which it's technically not wifely duties. You gotta fucking clean up for yourself. You gotta cook for yourself. You gotta do all these things for yourself. So if you bring a man into your house, that means that you don't mind cooking and cleaning and taking care of that man as if you would yourself. That's just like if a man brings a woman into his house, that means he don't mind securing and providing and doing all these things like he would do for himself, for his woman. So it goes both ways. They just try to make it seem like what men do is just so simple. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand the hardships of being a man because women lack empathy. You know what I'm saying? They can't empathize with us, bro. They can sympathize with it, but they can't empathize with us, bro. They don't. A lot of women are narcissists, bro. They say they not, and I might get a lot of backlash on that, but they don't care, bro. Honestly, if you ain't on a radar, if you not helping them, if you not beneficial to them in some type of way, you might as well move on. But that's for another conversation. Now, back to what she said. She got a good point. Women do this type of stuff and take care of a man, but they do it for the wrong dudes. They do it for the wrong dudes. They do it for dudes that's not worth it. They had these kids by these dudes, 2, 3 kids. The dude never marry you. And then they go find the guy who they should have been with from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Dude who wanted to be there for him and do all this crazy stuff. And they didn't want him. And I want to say something right now because I hear this a lot. People try to make it seem like there's only two types of men, alpha and beta, which is fucking a lie. That's a lie because being a beta man don't automatically make you a simp, bro. That don't automatically make you a simp, bro. You could be a good dude and just not be an assertive man. You could be a good dude and just not be the rah rah loud type. You have a passive personality. That don't mean that you won't whoop no ass. It just mean that it gotta come to you for you to be willing to whoop some ass. But you're not seeking it out. So it's crazy that they try to make it seem like beta men are just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I am. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm an alpha. I'm not gonna say I'm a beta. I'm a fucking man. That's what I am. I don't all that extra shit that they talking about because a certain woman could bring that out of you. Like you could be an alpha for certain women, and then a certain women you could just fall back and and exude a beta quality. Like let's just say y'all having a conversation, and they say like, alpha men just don't listen to women and all this crazy stuff. Like it's okay to value an opinion. Don't mean you have to take it, but you can value her opinion. You can listen to her and see what she think about certain situations. Like I'll try not to get into all this alpha beta stuff because honestly, it's just another way to disqualify men because if you think about it, alpha men, the term alpha is not a term that's just frequent. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a bunch of alpha wolves. It's an alpha wolf that leads the pack. So does that mean that the alpha wolf's second in command is not a strong wolf because he's following that wolf? No. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I think we use these alpha and these beta terms a little. It's used a little too loosely. You know what I'm saying? It's used just a little too negligent. It's used a little too negligent. That's the word. So I don't know, man. I honestly I'm not like no professional. I'm from the hood. I'm from that way. I see different kind of dudes. I see like you know what I'm saying. Shit. I know people that can get women with no money, with no clothes, with no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I know some guys who can get dressed in they just get women because of they funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways. It's different ways to get women, man. You don't automatically have to have all women not shallow. There are some women who like qualities in men, but there are some women who like what they like, and it is what it is. You can't be mad about that. All you can do is play the game. That's all you can do. You can't be mad. So these, I don't get it, but let's finish the video. Let's finish the video. I'm not gonna get into that.
I like that. But listen to this, though. What I'm saying is, y'all made me forget my point. Fuck it, I'm gone. I'm going to bed.
All right. So back to what I was saying. She literally made me feel like I was under attack. I'm not gonna hold you. I can own it because literally it's like you're naturally a certain type of way, and some men don't necessarily. And yes, I've been engaged more times than I'd like to admit, but just because don't get me wrong. Like it's never been like them, right? But to Logic's point, I have picked the wrong person to um, value in that way and afford certain experiences too. So I can admit to that too. So like for to what she's saying, like honestly, like guys ask for women to do certain things, but then they get a woman to do those things and they don't appreciate them until they're well out the door. And then the women that are well out the door turn into women that are saying things that she's saying, like, what's the point of doing all of that if a dude is really gonna just turn around and take for granted the things that you're
Facts.
providing to him. And then me, I don't necessarily. So a part of me agrees with it, but then the other part of it is like, if that's who I am, I'm okay with being that way because I'm not. If I'm like I said, if I choose you to be with you, then I'm okay doing what I feel like doing in a relationship with my man to make his life easier. If you don't appreciate it and you take it for granted and I decide to leave, I know in my heart of hearts that I gave it my all, so I really don't care how it plays out after that. But on the other side of it, it's like, damn, like what a waste of freaking time. You get what I'm
You
saying? Like,
know, the way, ma'am,
I'm
um,
sorry, what was that?
no, I said the way that you speak when you talk about relationships and things like that, you sound as though like you are God's gift to man and that you have never done anything wrong. Like the way that you frame the narrative when you're having conversations, it's almost like, and if I do this, it's like at least I gave it my all, and he not. I'm trying to figure out, based off of your sentiment, have you just been awesome the entire time? Because even when I asked you about your relationship specifically, about the one that you broke off the engagement, you framed it and you said,
Okay.
yeah, I take responsibility for enabling him to be the way that he was. Is there any self accountability that come along with that?
Okay. It's crazy how he worded that because he be the main one that talk as if he's just God's gift to women and he just so knowledgeable about everything, about life, about is that wow for him to say that. I watched this show and that time be the main one. That time be the main one that be talking that arrogant talk. You know what I'm saying? Like he just God's gift to women, and because he's married, and because he got a couple dollars that he could do wrong. So it's kind of funny that he painting that narrative on her. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. But
Because if I was to tell you that it was a traumatic situation you things I'm just not willing to expose. I'm just not willing to talk about because I'm not here to make make anyone look bad. You know what I mean? So I gotta take accountability for
real talk.
But I don't hear you
yeah.
saying that you did anything wrong. Everything that you say is always based off of the fact that you're awesome and guys fit in the
I
bill.
didn't say I was awesome. How did I say I was
You
awesome
didn't
by
say it
saying that I ain't
literally.
making something?
You didn't say it literally, but the way that you frame what you say, you make it seem like you're God's gift to men and men just not meeting the expectation.
Man, what? Man, listen. Listen. Okay, so one thing I'm starting to notice about these shows is it seems it seems like they just be picking arguments sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it was because she was on was it is it T? No, no, no. Six the Goddess. I think she was on her side the last time, so maybe that might be what it is. But I don't get why they just you. you just basically put like you took everything she said and just kind of just spun it uh, to try to make it fit in a way where you could try to attack her and make her seem like because she's pretty and because you know what I'm saying, she just literally said she's single because she knows that she's toxic basically without being toxic. She has a toxic energy. She's not healed. She's not whole. So she's single because of that. So for this guy to try to make it seem like she just, oh, I'm too good for these dudes, or I'm just like she's not giving off that kind of energy. So it's just kind of crazy, for them to, what I'm saying, make it try to fit a narrative.
Can understand it.
I would never say that I'm perfect. Ever, 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 ever. Like that's not I know I'm a work in progress. And the one thing I know is that I don't know everything. But what I will say is I'm not like that situation. Like if I were to speak to you about what actually happened, you would understand why I felt the way I did. I take accountability for my actions. I cannot take account. I cannot speak to why people do what they do. I can only speak to how I reacted to what took place. Like that's what I can say. Like this is a huge platform, but if I really wanted to go there, like y'all would be very uncomfortable.
You don't have to share anything that you don't want to share. It's your life.
I'm not even talking about a specific situation. I'm talking about the entire narrative. For the last three shows, when you have conversations, right? Everything is framed as though you don't make mistakes. You hit on every level. It's all him. It's all us. It's all them. That's the sentiment and that's the vibe that I get based off of the conversations that you
Who
have.
fault is that?
Okay, well, I can't control how you perceive what I'm saying. I've never
You
said
very
that I'm
much can
perfect.
control how I perceive what you're saying. You very much can.
What? How is that even possible, bro? That don't even make sense. She's supposed to tailor her words for you to understand. If she say her point, if she say the sky is blue, and you can't understand that the sky is blue, who fucking fault is that? Bro, you sound, some people be smart, and then some people, like I said, bro, it just seems like they just be picking arguments because she haven't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? She haven't said anything. She haven't said anything at all to make her seem like she was just above people or everything was right or anything like that. What she said was she'll have to take accountability for she let the relationship longer than it should have, which basically mean that she saw red flags, but she stuck it out. She knew she should have left. Her people probably told her she should have been left, but she still stuck it out, trying to make it work with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was sex. Maybe she truly loved him. But beyond all of that, that's what she's saying. That she stuck it out knowing that people warned her, that it was signs, all kind of stuff, and she still ignored it and still tried to make it work. But once it got to the point where they got to talking about marriage, and she realized the seriousness of the term marriage and that it was for life and that this dude wasn't a lifetime dude. She backed away from it and started figuring out why she was so attached to a toxic dude for so long. What was it about her? What was it about him that made her so attached to him? Made her so dependent upon him that she couldn't leave. So that way she don't go through the same thing again. So it's kind of disingenuous and some bullshit that he would even make this kind of argument. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh God. How did I do that? How did I do that? Yeah, I messed up. Don't judge me. It happens from time to time, player. Don't judge me. That's crazy how he would try to like she haven't said anything to try to make herself seem like she was better than anybody or anything like that. Like that's crazy. That's crazy for him to try to paint her in that light. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well that wasn't even the energy she was giving off. That's real crazy. And I'm big on energy and that's not the energy she was giving off at all.
Right.
But this is all our lives.
No, it's not. It's not
Mm.
all
Damn.
of your lives. Y'all are taking a little.
My bad, Joe. Once I get this new laptop, we gonna be good to go. We gonna be good to go.
Attracted to her, and they're the ones that's going to approach her. That specifically answers your question in those two examples.
But Anton, and your to that defense, wasn't real quick, Kelly. The point that she did make.
I don't know
But
why I
no,
ain't
I
using
felt
my
like that
mouse.
emoji.
Yes.
Black, because I got an earth flight.
Dudes be taking advantage.
Start using my dang on mouse. That's what the problem was right there. I should have used my mouse. That's crazy, bro. Smart as you is, bro. You try to paint this woman as if she just like she not playing herself or making herself seem like she better than nobody. So and then he even said
But
that
I
she
don't hear
didn't
you
say
saying
that.
that you did anything wrong. Everything that you say is always based off of the fact that you're awesome and guys are not basically fitting the bill.
I didn't say I was awesome. How did I say I was
You
awesome
didn't
by
say
saying
it
that I didn't
literally.
even
Exactly.
You
You
didn't say
ain't
it
say it
literally.
literally. So
But the way
you
that you
so you
frame what
making
you
this shit
say,
up
you
then.
make it seem like you're
What are
not
you
meeting
talking
men
about?
and just not meeting the expectation and the standard.
What are you
I would
talking
never
about?
say that I'm perfect. ever. Like that's not I know I'm a work in progress. And the one thing I know is that I don't know everything. But what I will say is I'm not like that situation. Like if I were to speak to you about what actually happened, you would understand why I framed it the way I did. I take accountability for my actions. I cannot I cannot speak to why people do what they do. I can only speak to how I reacted to what took place. Like that's what I can say. Like this is a huge platform. But if I really wanted to go there, like y'all would be very uncomfortable.
You don't have to share anything that you don't want to share. It's your life.
I'm not even talking about a specific situation. I'm talking about the entire narrative for the last three shows when you have conversations, right? Everything is framed as though you don't make mistakes.
Wait a
You hit
minute,
on every
but
level.
you didn't use
It's
an
all it's all
example though.
him. It's all us. It's
I'm
all
gonna need
him.
you to use an example though.
That's
You
the
gotta
sense of
strengthen
me.
your
That's the vibe that
argument,
I get
right?
based off of the
This is why
conversation.
somebody like me,
Okay, well,
I gotta be on there because you gotta strengthen your argument. You
No,
got
but
to.
you can't
You
control
need to
how I'm
use an
perceiving
example. I
truth.
need to
You
hear
just
the
might.
example of when she tried to
You
make
can't.
herself seem like she was better than people.
How can you control
my truth.
how I perceive you? That's literally what you have control over.
Your vantage point is your vantage point. Your perspective of me is your perspective of me. I'm not sitting here telling you how to view me. I can't do that. I don't know you, just like you don't
But
know
you can
me.
control the narrative that you put out that leads people to look at you a specific way.
Yeah, so
That's
if you
literally
dress a
your
certain
control.
way, you can make a
All
person
right,
think
so
that you
you're
a hoe.
telling me that
So
me
I
telling
could
my
get that
truth
part.
is leading you to
Because
say
there's no
that.
such thing as my truth. It's the truth. It's only a
Okay,
truth.
well, it's the truth, right? But if we know anything about the truth, is that there are three sides, right? His, hers, and the
Well,
truth.
that's just a narrative that was made up by somebody that was lying. That's not. It's not
Okay,
three
well,
sides.
I can tell you the
It
truth.
was. It's only one truth. It's not a bunch of sides. It's not none of that. It's one truth. That's
All
it.
right, so the truth was that I was involved with an abusive ass narcissist, and I let the shit last for longer than it needed to be. So once I decided to leave, it just it just wasn't what it was. I decided to stay longer than I was supposed to have stayed. So my part of that is taking accountability for the fact that I stayed longer than I needed to stay.
Or maybe because you was out of order in choosing a man in the first place.
Possibly, yes, I could say that.
She
Which
said
is
that
why I
earlier.
said I enabled certain behaviors in him.
No. Y'all missing what I'm saying. This goes back to the original question that we was talking about in the very beginning, right? As far as can women pray for a man, and then when I broke it down and I said that women are out of order in the way in which they're aligning themselves with men in the first place, is one of the reasons why they're getting the results that they're getting. So what I'm saying is that the issue that you may be having is that you are what you attract, right? But then at the same time, when you start to pay attention to why you're attracting it, it may be because you're out of order and how it is that you get these men in the first place.
No, see, people like to use that secret thing, right? You are what you attract, but you also attract what needs you.
Right.
So let's not try to make it seem like you're only what you attract. You're also
You
going
exactly
to
are
attract.
what you attract.
You are what you attract, but you also
This
attract
nigga
what
crazy,
needs you.
dog.
You attract what you need, just like people attract what needs you. Like we're not.
This dude
Can't
crazy,
because
man. I
you
done
flip
heard
the
a lot of
words back
stuff.
and forth don't mean that it's more valid. Like that's not true.
What's not true? So you're telling me that in the scheme of things,
No,
you're
man. Let me
only
give you an
attracting
example.
what you are and not
Let
what
me give
needs
you an
you.
example.
Please do.
Attracting
Cook.
what needs you could be for a moment. A guy could want to get his nut off. That's all he needs you for. That don't mean that he's necessarily gonna marry you. On the flip side, no guy is going to go out and marry something that he's not, you know what I'm saying, on the same level as, right? Or something.
Mm.
That he can see himself with for the rest of his life. So my point is that when we're talking about attraction and you're talking about a marriage, it's two different things. Attracting something that you want to bust down or something that fits the mold for the moment is much different than aligning yourself with and attracting somebody that is what you deserve. Like you're going to marry the thing that you are.
Did you hear the part where I said that we were engaged and I broke off an engagement? Because
Correct. But you were engaged to a toxic person, which means that you may be a reflection of the thing you attract. Maybe not in the way that it was abusive physically, if it was physical, but you attracted a toxic person, which means that you need to look in the mirror and figure out what it is that you're doing wrong, that you're attracting these wrong people, instead of looking out the window and saying everything is wrong with them.
So then, did you hear when I said that I was intentionally single, intentionally working on me, intentionally spending time with me, intentionally?
But it doesn't matter.
Did you hear that part?
Bro, wait a minute. That's literally what she said. That's literally what she said. You just wanted to try to make yourself seem like this damn guru. Like you just know what the fuck you talking about. She clearly said that's why she's taking a step back from everything to focus on herself because she needs to evaluate self. She said that. And then did you ever think you need to, bro? What are you talking about? You just want to make yourself sound like you know something, huh? You just want to make yourself sound like you know something, huh? That's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. Oh, okay. Cause dog, you literally just basically said exactly what she said. That's why she taking a fucking step back because she know that she was dealing with a toxic dude. She was fucking with him, and she enabled him to be toxic to the point where they was about to get married. Come on, man, you stupid, bro. Yeah, that was that. You just trying to make a point, bro. You just trying to make a point.
You can work on you all you want. But the first way in breaking a cycle is that you have to be honest with yourself and take responsibility and accountability for who you are and why you in that position in the first place. It doesn't matter all of the stuff that you want to do. You can get all. I did hear it. I did hear it. But what I didn't hear you do is take responsibility for who you are. You didn't say that part.
What do you mean I didn't take? I'm sorry, Kayla, but how did I not take responsibility? And how? Okay, so first of all, how do you take responsibility for who you are? That's the first question I want to know. I want you to answer, please, if you don't.
How do you take responsibility for who you are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All you got to do is take inventory of what you attract. If everybody, listen, this is easy.
Okay, and
I'm gonna answer your question.
Really quick.
I'm gonna answer your
As
question.
an attractive woman, do you think that
I'm gonna answer your question.
As an attractive woman, do you think that every guy that comes up to you, that tries to talk to you, that you attract, is a reflection of you?
Yes.
Or it's just a reflection that you're attractive and that's what men do?
No, because you can very much. I'll give you an example.
That's okay.
Wait. Let me give you an example, Caleb.
Man, this dude crazy, bro.
As a man,
this dude
was
crazy.
Single today, and I was open to the possibility of a wife.
This dude
if I
crazy.
see a chick that look like she for the streets and dress like she for the streets, no matter how attractive she is, I'm not gonna approach her because she don't fit the criteria of a person that's of my stature.
Everybody don't think like you, man.
She may be beautiful.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact, bro. That's an opinion.
Want to bust her down for a moment.
That's an opinion.
To her, and they're the ones that's gonna approach her. That specifically answers your question in those two examples.
But Anton, and to that defense, to that point, I could very much be presenting myself as, like you said, I'm presenting myself. It's almost like you're saying I'm a fraud, essentially. I'm presenting myself a certain way. I present myself as though I'm God's gift to whatever, but I'm not. So it's not just the women that present themselves like quote unquote hoes. There are some women that dress certain ways, but aren't necessarily promiscuous, aren't necessarily whatever. And then there are certain women that present themselves as wholesome, and as godly and as perfect, but they're fronting. So like it's the same thing with the Jews. Like there are Jews that will present
You still
themselves
talking
as
about the
though
dudes, and we talking about the women. You can't conflate the
Bro.
I just
argument
spoke
between
about
the
the
men.
women. Like it's
Even with the
No, you
women,
can't. You
I know
can't
plenty
conflate
of
the
honest
argument.
women that have dealt with very
I don't-
toxic men.
I
They
don't
don't
hate women.
walk around looking like streetwalkers. They walk around looking very
But there
professional,
may
and
be
they
other
still have
things
dealt with
within
men that
them.
are very
It has
toxic.
nothing. It may not
Because
be
there are
that
men
they
that
walk
don't
around.
look. You do realize that are men that are ups that are high value men that are toxic, that are abusive. They look great. They wear suits. They have great jobs. They
aren't
take
many
care of their
high-value
mom. They
men
do
out
all
here
that stuff, and they're still
Not a high
toxic.
value man
They're
if you
still
beat on
abusive.
women.
They're still narcissistic. So trying to
You
act
not
like
you not a high value
the
man if you
image
beat
of
on
you,
women.
the image of you
Keep
is
that
a
100.
full representation of who you are as a person. We know that's not true.
It's not. It's not.
Because we see that
And-
on this
and
platform. People come on here, all types of people calling.
Not for nothing.
Doing
If people
all types of things
literally,
out here.
it seems like
Ma'am,
social media platforms
check
are
it out,
created
check it
so
out,
that
check
people
it
can
out.
try to poke
Here's the
holes
thing.
in your
You got
character.
to the point.
Right.
Hold on.
Who
You got to the
are
point to
not
where
aside
you got
from who
to
you
the
say you
point
are.
where you
Like,
are engaged to this man. That
what was that?
toxicity did not just appear all of a sudden after you got engaged to him.
No,
You
the engagement was a band-aid over a bullet wound, which is why I called it off and didn't decide to marry him. And I realized that.
Duh.
So at what
And I
point
think
are
we
you
spoke to
saying
that.
then that I didn't take accountability? Help
My
me
point
out.
is
to
that
that
it's
when
not
Logic was here.
always just
When Logic
based off
made
of
that
how.
point.
It's not always just based off of how a woman dresses. Toxicity comes in a lot of forms, and it doesn't change the argument or the
Nobody
narrative
mentioned that
you
though.
are what you attract.
She did
You
not
can
mention
attract
nothing
a
about how she
toxic
dressed.
person that looks good, that wears suits, and they make a lot of money, but they're still assholes. And they was assholes when you met them. They was
Respectfully,
assholes when
Anton,
they was
you-
assholes when you engaged when they got
People have their
engaged. to you.
representative. People have their representative
typically-
out for months.
I typically agree with what you're saying, but you know what? I'm used to being misunderstood, and I'm used to being looked at a certain way. Like I got female friends.
Well, then
that
listen,
the
if
good,
you're
the
you-
good
wait,
into
wait.
the shoes and
If
blah blah
you're
blah.
if
It's
you're used to being
cool.
looked
You
at
get
a
what I'm
specific
saying?
way, if you used to being looked at a specific way,
The
then
thing is
it's
that
a
I don't care. 'Cause
possibility.
I know me.
It's a possibility that you may be running in the victim Olympics when you say something like, "Well, they don't know me," because a lot of people maybe observed you when it's coming to the same conclusion.
Bro, what is
Yeah,
you
let me
talking
finish,
about,
Let
bro?
me finish. They may be
bro.
coming to the same conclusion. So what
Oh
you
my
probably should
god,
do
bro.
is take off the rose-colored glasses and start seeing yourself for who you truly are, because it may be different than what you see yourself as. Your reality
Are
may
you
be
saying that
different than
who I
what you
am is
see in the mirror.
based
You
on what
may be
everyone else sees
you
me
may be
as?
looking in a funny mirror.
It's not
You may be
that.
looking
Are
in a
you
funny
saying
mirror.
that who I am is based on what everyone else sees me as, despite the fact that I live in my body, in my skin, and operate my life and do what I have to do to pay my bills,
getting the
and
wrong
shit in my
result.
toilet on my own. Like
No,
it's based on everybody else.
It doesn't matter how you feel about yourself. The only thing you got to look at is the results. If the results are telling me A, I'm not going to sit here and look at it and say, "Oh, that don't count." It don't matter how you feel about yourself. The only thing that matters is the truth.
I don't discount.
Yeah, but
anything,
it's God's
actually.
timing. Remember? Weren't y'all talking about that earlier? It's God's timing.
No, I
not
didn't say.
hers.
I
So
never
God
said
will do
that.
it when He's
Who
ready,
said that?
not
Who
when
said
you're
it
ready.
God's
lady.
timing? Who said that?
Listen, I don't
You
discount anything.
you
What I
recorded
will
this
say
the whole
is,
thing.
I
You
never
do a whole
said it
thing
was.
about we should not be praying to God about what we want. We should pray that it should be God's
Right.
will. And now you're telling
pray
me that
for
what she's
peace
doing isn't
and
What
protecting
I
the
said
results, but she
specifically,
should be praying
what
what
I
God
said
wants. If God says
specifically.
this is the time,
So you
then this
hear
isn't
what
the
you want to
time.
hear, and I never
You're
said
trying to
that.
make it seem like, oh, she's not getting the results she wants. Like it's so much contradictory all on one show.
But see,
That's
hold on, wait.
They like to try to poke holes in your character, try to make you feel lesser than because you made bad choices. Like, please.
No, what I'm trying to do.
Let's take a JR.
Past the first stone, please do, because I'm gonna see.
And this is what running in the Victim Olympics looks like. Because A, I never said what Taylor just said. I said what I said was women are out of order and that they are going about looking for men in the wrong way. That was A. Nobody ever talked about God's timing. but B,
But that
Lady
don't.
Mogul
But that don't got
specifically,
nothing to do
what I'm
with
saying is
her
when you
point
start
because she
acting like
clearly
love
said
right now and
that
say
she not
specific
dealing with the nigga no more
changes
because she
to
knew
what
he
you
was
think you
bad
want,
for her.
results that you
So
want.
your
This is
point
the
don't
very
really make
different
sense
definition of right now.
because
If
she
the
know
movie
that
now
already.
you on this woe is
She
me
knows she
shit.
picked the bad dude.
Oh, they trying to tell me
What are you
my
talking
year and
about?
all of that.
Projecting
That
a
don't
narrative
count.
on me that doesn't belong, and I'm
She
not about to
right.
fall for that.
Hold
Right.
on. God, this is the truth.
Right.
Hold on, family. You don't have a truth. It's the truth. Family.
Nah,
Family. Hello.
You don't know this girl?
Chaotic.
I know what she told me.
I want to get
Yeah,
you
but
into
you don't know
this.
her. You're making a whole judgment.
Family.
right. Based on
Family.
Hey.
Hey.
It's so
Family.
weird.
Family. Chaotic. Go ahead and chime in on this real quick.
I will chime in, and I'll be real.
Oh shit. He about to be.
Kayla, Lady Mogulette, Kay, and Courtney. You guys are absolutely right. Everything you say is absolutely on point. And I digress.
Bro, this nigga is funny as hell for that.
You guys are absolutely correct in everything that you say.
What?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Listen, ain't nobody.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to Rilla next.
I wasn't done. I was playing obviously. I was trolling. I'm not about to change up. I'm not about to switch it up for nobody. This is the problem. Pick-me's are winning.
Thanks.
You know why they're winning? Because they cater to what men want. It's not about what you want. It's about what the man wants. And you are in competition constantly with younger, hotter coochie. I said it last week.
Not younger, hotter
and I'm gonna say
coochie.
it 10 years from now. I don't know why.
That nigga said younger, hotter coochie.
Oh my God, I just had to. Let me calm down. I don't know why this
He
is
meant
so
that
hard
shit.
to understand. A man likes peace. Give him peace. A man doesn't like chitter chatter at all hours of the night. Be quiet. You're in constant competition. If you do not, you're not gonna get the man won't choose you. So if they're not choosing you now and you're not trying to compete, well, I mean, what's the point? You may as well try to compete and try to have a man pick you than being single and being a cat lady, like a lot of you women are going to be. Black women, white women, American women are the most single women on the planet because they have this attitude that the man should chase them. It's absurd.
He ain't lying.
Damn it.
But part of
And the
that,
fact
that part
that there should be no chitter
is
chatter
about the single.
between Anton or anybody else. He's right. He's married.
Yeah.
Chitter chatter.
Nobody on this channel, no disrespect. I'm not trying to make it personal. Is married beneath us. I'm married because I picked my wife. She was a great she was a woman who catered to my needs, to my wants. You don't have to just acquiesce everything about yourself.
Which means that you wouldn't have picked her if it was another female and they both catered to you. She would have had some conversation. She was not the prettiest, but she did what you wanted.
Honey, is there anything I can do for you?
My fiance would not be happy with me repeating what you were saying. Who are you and what? You ain't got nothing to do with me and mine. So
exactly what I'm talking about.
Do that to your wife, not us.
It's so weird.
They bad as hell, though. He about to have beef, nigga. They about to fuck him up. They about to fuck him up.
About women that you don't.
They about to fuck him up.
Women that you've only seen 2 or 3 times. Just stop.
Hold on for a second. I didn't say anything when you guys were talking.
Okay, you just told us what to say.
Yeah, motherfucker, y'all. Hey, he was being facetious.
Can you just respect mine? You're gonna
I
have
think
to
that's.
keep your mouth shut. You're gonna have to.
I think that's the right way to use that word. What?
You're gonna have to.
Why is you being so? What is you talking about?
Hey,
Your wife has to do that.
That's all you can do.
Hey, Caleb.
That's all you can do.
Hey,
There's
Caleb.
nothing that you can do.
Let him finish.
I was
I
quiet.
just want to be clear.
Okay, but let him finish. Let him finish.
Be clear of what?
Imagine telling
But,
somebody what.
let him finish. Let him finish.
You.
You got to let him finish. You gotta let him finish.
I got it. Okay, ladies, you're not young enough. You're not hot enough to have these attitudes.
Bro,
You're
you're
just not.
hideous.
There are
You're
younger,
hideous.
prettier women than you. Yes. And
I don't care. I have
You
my.
don't have to do anything.
I have
There will
my.
always
Lady,
be someone
I
younger
will
and
try
hotter.
it for
If you're picking a
25
wife based on
minutes.
that, you're actually trash.
Okay, Kayla, how about this? Kayla and Kate, you guys not.
But y'all pick niggas off height and money and
I never
status
said
and
that, but I wouldn't have a problem.
what
with
the
that.
fuck are you talking about?
I think this because obviously
Y'all pick me off a lot of shit that they can't even control.
No, you're not giving opinions. You're giving directions.
I'm giving
But
you
you don't
directions.
know.
Just make your opinion. You don't need to
Like you're
bitch on
talking
me.
as if.
Ladies, but you gotta understand though. He was quiet.
Oh my
You seen
goodness.
Right, but just
You
don't
seen a
make-
different version of him, so you gotta give him the courtesy of being able to talk without him talking.
I would tell them don't mention me.
I didn't mention you.
Exactly. You
Right,
did.
did nobody
You said,
mention
"Hey,
you?"
Okay. You said what
I
we
said
should
you
be
guys
doing.
are absolutely right, and I was joking. Rather than that,
No. Just now, you said, listen.
Okay, but you still gotta let him finish though.
Okay.
You know, that's not an excuse to over talk him though.
Didn't he say that, Keela?
All I'm saying is don't mention me.
Okay. Listen to me, please.
No.
You guys have a lot
Nah.
of women watching.
She
You have a
funny.
lot of younger women watching.
Oh my
You guys
goodness, look at
said it
you.
exactly.
Come on, Kay. Come on.
Women are supposed to cater to their man. You're supposed to win the man over. The man says, you know what, I would love to marry her. Let me propose to her. That's why men propose. You have to do things before you get married to prove to me that you're worthy to be my wife. Cooking and cleaning, shutting the fuck up.
Not shutting the fuck up.
Hold on, Kayla.
Not shutting the fuck up.
Listen, men are not complicated.
Hold on, Kayla. Easy.
She mad as hell.
I'm giving-
She mad as hell right now,
I'm
nigga.
giving-
She mad as hell right now.
I'm giving women the
Nigga, she triggered.
You are.
Well, you can give women the secret, but don't address me.
She
And
triggered.
don't address Kayla.
That's why you're single, Ken. That's what I'm doing.
That's why
I'm
you
not
single.
single.
I'm done.
But who cares?
That's why
I'm
you're
not
done.
Who cares?
I can't talk.
Whether someone's single or not, why do you give a fuck?
Why
Why do you act like that?
Rilla, get control. Rilla, get control.
That mouth.
No, I
control,
really want to
Rilla.
know why people
Being
use
single is nice.
What you talking about?
Get control, Rilla.
I'm
You
good.
have to do that
Get
tomorrow.
control. Get
I
control.
don't get why people throw
Like,
around
are you not
being
getting enough
single like it's an
satisfaction from your
insult.
wife that you needed from savage women on the internet as
Single is
well?
not even an
What is
insult.
it?
It's not.
Ladies,
Help me understand.
Ladies,
What is your
ladies.
wife not doing
I'm
that
gonna
you
go over
need?
you,
need
JR.
something
I
from
tried.
us.
Please.
ladies,
I tried to.
ladies.
A lot of humanity is worthy of commitment.
Oh, wow.
How about that? Like a
It
lot
must
of
be
y'all
Thursday.
ain't worthy.
And talking about that's why you're single. And my thing is,
Big hoop earring ass. Show me your wedding ring right now.
There's no requirement to get married. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing. Anybody can do it.
Stunning on your ass. Stunning on your ass. Nigga.
Earring wearing ass. What you just put up?
You know where that's from, Chicago.
I know.
You know where that's from.
Hey,
oh, now it's from somewhere. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Chaotic, you are.
That's literally what they do.
Chaotic.
No matter what you
Trying to-
say, they're
Oh,
photos
man.
and everything.
Okay, Chaotic is trying really hard. He wants somebody to come on. Chaotic wants somebody to come on. You know what? Chaotic. I'll come on your
I
show.
hope y'all come in
I'll
Houston.
come help you out. I'll come on your show if you want.
Literally,
Maybe some
social
people
media
can come on.
people. Literally
If
trying
If
to
you
do
want
posts
to
and
do that, I'll
everything.
come on your show.
Diminish
I'll
everything
charge
you say. Like,
What you doing?
You can make catchy titles. Like that's you can. I'm here
be
for you.
inflammatory.
If you
Yeah,
want
go
to do that,
ahead.
do that.
Start a riot. Be agent of
All
chaos.
right, y'all. They can't
Describe.
hear us. They can't hear us if we all talking at one time.
Chaotic has the same old tired
Okay.
rhetoric
I was
constantly.
talking to the
Hey,
younger
you
lady.
know what's
Talking about
interesting?
here's your ring.
So I have a question. If
Hey,
you are
you know
not-
what's Kayla? Hey, you know what's interesting? Earlier he described women as chaotic, but he calls himself chaotic. So you know what that means? He knows he has some feminine Jezebel spirit
Oh,
energy
here we
about
go
you.
with the feminine
That might be
Jezebel.
true.
I'm
Some
feminine.
of you men got Jezebel
Keep it
spirits
coming.
about you
Like he
too,
does.
for real. Cause
Especially
y'all
when
just
he's
like,
when he's
and it's
making
not to
efforts
honestly. You speak facts. I'm not gonna hold you. You say some stuff that makes sense, but you literally enjoy being an agent of chaos.
And
Like
why?
the very first time I heard you speak last week, y'all seen me write it in the chat. Like, hold on, are we being performative tonight? Because I'm not. Y'all saw that, right?
He is.
Like it's crazy.
He is.
And then on top of it, Anton, I'm really disappointed in you for trying to make it seem like I'm trying to be something other than what I am, or trying to poke holes in my story. You have no idea where I came from, what I do, what kind of work I do on myself. You don't know what I've dealt with. You don't know what I've overcome. You don't know nothing about me. But you're trying to, I guess, I don't know, follow whatever narrative or whatever maybe the follow. I don't know what your intent was tonight, sir. But
So, because I asked you a question based off of the information,
no, because you're trying to make it seem like I was
Oh,
playing.
wait. You can't just overtalk me. I waited till you got done, and I'm having a conversation. So we can't have civil discourse. We can't have civil discourse.
Okay, go on. I wasn't done, but you could go ahead.
Go ahead, finish your point. You don't want to finish your point?
You asked me to pretty much let you speak, so go ahead and speak.
No, I wasn't sure that you was done yet, so I was just making sure that I was giving you the courtesy.
I wasn't, but you cut me off, so you might as well just go ahead.
Ma'am, I didn't mean to cut you off. Listen, I've been chill. As a matter of fact, not only have I been chill, I think that
Her out and she's
well, the voice of reason. I wasn't done explaining why I was the voice of reason.
No, I know. I'm just.
And that it's not. It wasn't kicking it with chaotic. It was like, yo, I want to make sure that we are open to the possibility that we wrong. I want to have a civil discourse because I don't want to mute nobody. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I've been chill. I ain't yelled at nobody. I ain't went off on nobody. I just been kicking it. I wait. If I make a mistake and cut somebody off, I apologize.
Man,
I see what I've done wrong. The only thing that I started talking about was information that she provided voluntarily. I never forced her to. I never made her. I even asked her before I even asked the question. I said, yo, if you feel like answering the question, I'm cool with it. Basically saying you don't have to present this information at all. Now, based off of the information that
I don't care.
I said, yo, I don't agree, and maybe you need to look in the mirror.
I don't care. I gotta give me a soundboard, bro.
And maybe I need to look in the mirror. My response to your question was all about me looking in the mirror. It was all about me taking accountability. But instead of you taking that, because most people, if you ask them the question, they'd be like, oh, he cheated, he did this, he did that. I didn't say nothing about what the man did to me. I said what I did to continue to prolong the situation. So instead of you taking that for what it was, you tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to.
Because sometimes you don't do nothing. She probably didn't do nothing.
You're mad at the fact that I did take accountability. So even if I do take accountability, it's me playing victim because I took accountability. And that's what y'all tend to do.
I think it's how you're taking the accountability. So you're saying I prolonged it. It's not, you're not saying something that you did that could have hindered that relationship. I think we need to start looking at our results is directly aligned to who we are. So if our results, if we're wanting to be married, but we're not, and we're having problems, maintaining a relationship, getting with someone multiple times, multiple engagements, but it's not working out. The main person that is not working out after different men, after different women is you. You are the main, you're the main it in all of those situations.
Respectfully,
So
I think people need to stop being
Hold on,
self-righteous.
hold on, man. Hold on, wait, Courtney. Hold on, Courtney. I got you. Hold on, Courtney. Let me check this at the door. The same way that you asked for people to let you finish is the same way you're gonna have to extend that same courtesy over to Courtney. Because she's been quiet the whole time.
Let me check this at the door. Where the fuck was you at the last episode when Dog was talking like that? The motherfucking Tina with Six the Goddess. but you gonna check it at the door.
First
Man,
of
you
all,
a piece of
the
shit,
word
man.
pick
Shut
me, like,
lame
I
ass,
do
man.
get
That's some lame ass shit right
I
there.
don't like it.
That's some lame ass. Let me
For
check
two
it at the
reasons.
door,
One
bro.
reason is
How you
that
checking some
I
shit
think
at the door when
women
door clearly
naturally
came out and
are
disrespected her?
I think
Well,
we're
six to God and said you ain't say shit,
subservient to men.
man. Y'all
That's who
niggas,
we are
man.
naturally. So saying that you
Like I
are,
said,
that's
I
what
watch
you're
this
supposed
show,
to
but
be.
that don't mean I
So I don't
automatically
like
gotta
the
agree
title
with
of the
everything they
pick me
say.
is I'm doing this performance to get a man. No, that's
And
what
she
you're
is
supposed
a.
to be. However, on the flip side, I do
I thought
understand that
Courtney
men
had. I
have
had
game.
hope for Courtney.
And so
She
that's
want to
why
be
I
a
said it's
star.
always important. I pray for
She don't
discernment.
want to be
And I
married.
think men should
She
too,
want to
because
be a
they don't
star,
get game. Not saying that this is your situation,
and that's
T,
real
but
talk.
I'm just using it as an example.
That's real talk.
So if you
She
have, and
she
you're
want to
coming
be a
across as
star.
this
Courtney don't want to
subservient,
be.
submissive woman,
Courtney don't want to be
but
nothing
yet
more than what
men are
she
picking
is.
you and wanting to marry you, but you're saying
I ain't gonna
no,
lie. I apologize. You know, it's a
then
late
you
night.
have the correct discernment to
Ugh.
know that you wasn't about that
I'm
life.
low on
You wanted to get
energy.
married.
Probably done even fell asleep. I don't even know.
So
But
that's
shit, we
on
gonna
him
keep
being
it rocking.
discerning. You was
Cause
able
that's
to
the only
place
time
that,
I'll be
but
able
I
to make
think
this
that you
video
were.
today. Other
Because
than
a
that,
lot of
I
times
ain't gonna be
women
able
who
to drop
place
it.
that
I'm about to
role
end
of
up
a
going to
pick me
sleep. So
get picked, and then it hurts the man.
what you talking about?
See,
And it happens. Men have to discern their women. Women also, if you are in that situation, if you know you're subservient, if you know you're submissive, if you know that you want to be that godly woman, then you have to understand that you have these things about you naturally, but you want to do it for your husband. You want to be able to make sure that that man is the correct man to do it with, because again, men have game as well.
Okay.
And they do. And they will pick out someone that
That's what I'm
they do
talking
not
about.
need and want
Just
to be
let
that
them
wife.
talk.
They can see that they can
Just
run
let them
game
talk,
and
lady.
pump and dump.
Just let them talk, lady.
So it's learning discernment. And
Just
that's
let
what
them
I
talk,
said at the
lady.
beginning. You are a direct reflection of your results.
all
So
right.
if your results is not getting you what you want, then it's you. And that's where the work comes in. Why am I always getting this particular type of man? Because Anton is right. You attract what you are. So if you're attracting toxic men, this thing about you is toxic. And it is what it is, and it's okay to sit back. I spoke about this a lot. I was ashamed. It's like, okay, what's going on with me? Why am I not getting the results that I want? And I had to get my discernment right. So I need to get closer to the to my creator. And that's it. So the pick me, I get it. I hate that term, especially we in our 30s. Oh, I'm a pick me. Like, no, I'm a woman that understands her role and wants to be that role for her husband. And that is it. And when you're not aligned and not doing what you're supposed to do as a woman, you're out of order.
So
And that out of order, again, is going to be a direct reflection of the results that you get.
I hate the
I
term.
just, yeah, no, I hate it too. And I hate that people make it seem like I'm operating a certain, or you're operating a certain type of way because you're doing it for someone else. How about operating as you are for who, like operating as you are in a space? Different situations bring different things out of you. That's one. Ain't nobody intentionally operating in a space to get a certain result from people. If I get a result that I get, I'm grateful for it. I literally live my life on a gratitude plane. I don't do things to get a certain result. If I do things, it's because I feel like doing them. So when I do it, I don't feel slighted by not getting a reciprocal response.
Okay, she's
So
emotional.
oftentimes in those
They done got it.
situations, because that's not what I'm doing it for, sometimes you don't realize until it's like, okay,
Well, what if she gonna come out her skin because it sounds like she emotional now?
what?
Because they talking about it and they judging and acting like they know
response, right? But then if you realize that there's certain
about
other
her,
things
but
that
they
are
don't.
lacking, you don't notice that until after the fact if you're operating from your truth, from your space, right? So there's that. To what you were saying, Courtney. Now to what Anton said earlier about not facing yourself, or even Courtney to what you said about not facing yourself. Yes, some people attract toxic people. You know, I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with being empathetic and being an empath, and how empaths tend to attract people that are narcissistic because they require a certain level of whatever. I'm again not trying to make myself appear a certain type of way, but I've also gone to therapy. I do my work. I go to therapy twice a week. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm okay with living in my truth. I do my work on myself. So I don't like when people try to make it seem like it's very this social media age. People feel like they know everything. They're so self-righteous. They want to poke holes in everything. I want to act like we're not all living life for the first time. It's the age of follow the follower. Everyone wants to try to demean somebody or poke holes in their character or make it seem like, oh, I know they said that, but they probably mean this. Or I know they said that, but let me try to figure out the loophole in it. Look, everybody's not gonna be outright like I didn't need to share the whole story, but the fact remains there are women that actually deal with this shit. And the reason why they don't speak up about it is because of what Anton did tonight. Tried to make it seem like I was playing victim by speaking to my truth. And yes, you can say your truth, it's the truth. No, it's my truth. I'm not gonna speak for what somebody else's experience is. I can speak to what my experience is.
That's
All
the
right,
that's the
We'll go to
truth.
Kayla and then Kay. And then anybody can respond. Go ahead,
Okay.
Kayla.
Just really quick.
That's the
I
truth, though.
honestly
That's
think that
not your
Logic
truth.
hit it on the nail on the head before he left. And the rest of this have been, oh, you're not downing yourself and exposing your flaws all over the internet enough for these people. What Logic said was absolutely right. You will attract all types of things. You cannot control the type of men that come up to you. But what you can control is the type that you accept. And that's
Facts.
what Logic said. He said that
I agree.
some pick-me's are choosing the wrong men to do that for. So your discernment about the type of men that you actually choose, it doesn't matter what kind of men come up to you. All types of men will come up to you. You can't take that as a reflection of yourself because a man decided to come up to you. The reflection of yourself is the man that you allow into your life, that you allow into your space, and that decision. And that's the most important thing, is having that discernment and choosing the right man when they're hunting, is to allow the right man into your space. Because when you allow the wrong ones, because of the empathy or whatever it is, then those are the results you get sometimes. But we have to be better with the men that we allow to come into our life, to come into our space, and that you do those things for. It does create resentment to want to do those things when you do them for the wrong man. Exactly. So you have to do better in choosing the right men that come into our lives.
And that's it. Essentially, what I'm saying, and it's the discernment, because you'll get a plethora of men in the DMs, men as well, plethora of women in the DMs. Okay, but what is it that you want? And that discernment, you should be able to identify someone that is serious, or at least try. But the thing is that now we're talking about when we're picking them and when we're in the relationship, and now finding out when we're engaged that it ain't working, that he's narcissistic as when we're engaged. That's a waste of time.
That's not what she said, though. She said
not
that
what
was
I said.
her bullet wound.
That exactly.
That was something to try to save.
Again, this is why exactly. Don't try to create a storyline in their head based on the little.
Well, it's not a storyline. These are things that happen. So
right. I mean, this is her life.
Right.
Well, this is all our lives.
No,
it's not all of our lives. Y'all are taking a little bit that I shared and creating a story. Like
this whole last 40 minutes has been focused on her and her life and what she needs to do.
Thank you.
Well, I didn't tell her what she can do. Whatever.
I pay my therapist for that.
You can do whatever you want.
The fuck?
What I'm saying is that we're all talking about anecdotal stuff in our lives. What I am talking about, my perspective, is the discernment.
We not all talking about it. He asked her a question, bro. She didn't bring that shit up.
Reflection of your results.
He asked her a question.
Period.
What?
What I'm saying is that you attract what you are.
That's cute. I mean, that's a perspective.
It's true. And it's not my truth. It ain't JR's truth. It ain't chaotic's truth. It's the truth.
Okay.
And until we understand that we ain't all perfect and we attract dumb,
I know
we have some problems, then that's the issue. And that's what the whole accountability is.
Let me
I
ask a
mean,
question.
but people
Hold
got
on,
God complex. I don't
let me
understand
let me
how
ask
people
a
can sit
question.
here and try to
ladies.
hold
Hold on,
anyone
hold on,
down.
ladies.
I got a question.
Ladies.
Well, you can't say people have a God complex and you call yourself a goddess.
No,
Right.
I can. I
Well, you
can
can't say
because
nothing
I
bad.
operate.
That's-
Yes, I
That's a
can.
God
Yes, I
complex.
can.
Maybe
No,
because
it's
you're
not
God.
because I'm not trying to reign over you as a man, as a
You
fellow
literally call
goddess. I'm
yourself
not
a
doing
goddess.
that. And your
That's a
point,
God complex.
yes, I do. I call myself a goddess because I operate from a pure space and I operate in the divine. I operate in God's likeness. Yes, yes, absolutely. You
Okay,
don't
let me
see
ask
me
you a
telling
question.
you how to live your life or
I didn't
telling
tell
you
you how
what
to
you
live your
should
life.
and
I
what
just
you can do. I didn't ask any of y'all for any of that. But
So
you
let me
guys,
ask a question.
the little bit that I shared, right, based on Anton trying to antagonize me because he's trying to make it seem like I'm doing something that I wasn't, right? He's trying to make it seem like I'm trying to play a role. No, in fact, every time I spoke to the majority of the topics that I spoke to, I was being pretty objective, and I'm very free spirited and open minded. So the one thing that I will say is, like I said, the one thing that I know is that I don't know everything. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend as though I know everything because I've learned and unlearned many things in my life. So in that, like I don't sit here and tell people how they should operate, how they should show up. I show up the hell how I show up because this is where I am right now. I'm obviously the sum of all my experiences. Don't nobody try to front for nobody. You know what I mean? I shared what I shared today because it was a topic of discussion. However, y'all and I only shared a little bit of it. So there's not really much that y'all could really tell me because, like I said, I pay someone to unpack these things and I'm doing the work on myself. But I also know that, it's easy to be perceived a certain way when people are just committed to kind of misunderstanding or interpreting things the way they choose to interpret
Well,
them.
committed to misunderstanding you. Is that what you said? Have you ever?
That's what it seems like right now.
Okay, the interesting thing about it is you said that you don't know everything.
Got you, yeah.
And it's funny because I could fix your situation.
The
I could fix you. Real talk. I could really give you the game.
Go on, Anton.
Anton has the answer.
Go on, Anton. Come on,
Yeah,
tell me
it-
what the
it-
good Lord
Yeah,
has
the
shared
answer
with
is
you.
and who got the God
I
complex?
don't have the answers on what it takes to get married and all of that other type of stuff. That's irrelevant. Okay.
That's
My
not the
question
end all to be all. There's plenty of unmarried.
And just
married,
because you
unhappy
got
ass
married,
people
don't mean
all
you
over the
know how
place.
to get
Like,
married, nigga.
I really want to find out what is the actual objective that we have as human
I didn't even
beings.
ask my question.
No, I don't care.
I want to hear his question.
That
I'm
we
curious.
find
I
that
do wanna
by
hear his
being
thoughts.
married means that we have the answers to everything or something. Like that we are just, what have you done? What have you done by going to file the paperwork? What have you done? What have you done for the planet? What have you done for the culture? What have you done for
I do a
anybody?
lot for the planet. I do a lot for the earth. I do a lot for the culture, actually.
No,
I
I'm
do
talking
a lot.
about the married people that feel like they've
I
done
know,
something because they
but
signed the
that's what's
paperwork.
interesting.
What,
I do a
what have they
lot.
won?
I don't care.
Because married men are the biggest simps that they are. Their whole job for the rest of their life is to take care of this one woman and meet her needs. So I think that
That's
mean,
funny.
I'm trying to understand what you think.
So being married mean you being a simp. You heard what she said, right?
That's what it is.
So if you an alpha and you get married, do that mean you a
That's
beta?
what
I mean a
that is.
simp now?
That's not ridiculous.
But this is
But if we're gonna do that while I talk, no problem.
Yeah.
So,
Man, you
it
literally just cut me off in the middle of a question, and I've been respectful all night.
I don't care.
Jesus Christ.
okay. So
I'm done.
I want to answer. Kayla's
Bro.
question.
It's all your show, Court. I'm done.
Bro, that nigga just got emotional.
The prize is family. The way that you fix the community is family. That is the prize. That should be our end goal.
This nigga clearly, motherfucking, this the turned into some female shit quick.
Here on earth is to reproduce with mom, dad in the home. That is the prize.
Bro, what is going on?
So
Now,
then
whether
what
it's a happy, now we need to focus more.
Go nowhere and come back.
I think we need to focus on healthy and happy marriages.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
complete.
Hmm, this is crazy. Damn, it's only a couple minutes left, bro. Damn, let the shit finish. Fuck is y'all low? I'm tired too. Shit, I gotta fucking get up. Nigga. Come on, man. We got 10 more minutes, man. But anyway, shit, I guess I'm just gonna talk since we just sitting there waiting. I mean, for the most part, what I've seen out this video is in the beginning, it went from talking about a pick me to them trying to turn it to Dr. Phil and basically dissect her life and basically tell her what she should and should not be doing with her life or whatever. And in all honesty, she said from the beginning that she was falling back. She wasn't on nothing too much. And she was trying to work on herself before she decided to deal with somebody else. So it's kind of crazy that they come out of nowhere trying to tell her what she should and shouldn't do when she already kind of said it. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing that I know.
She had already kind of said it, so for him to try to come out and make himself seem like he know what he talking about or he just got this point. It really didn't hit to me because I'm kind of like, what was the point of saying that? She basically knew all, like everything you just said to her. She knew all that already. So like, what can the conversation truly be about? If she look up Google and all that, you gonna be all over there if she start looking up stuff. Cause I mean that's how it was with KBS when I was working there. So it's kind of just I don't know. I don't know. But this shit definitely weird. This shit definitely weird. that motherfuckers can't do. Like they get passes for the most littlest shit. It's so many videos where people get passed for, and you be like, wow, wow, that shit crazy. But this video don't come back.
Knows that I don't know everything. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend as though I know everything because I've learned and unlearned many things in my life. So in that, like I don't sit here.
Yeah, they done triggered her because I mean it's a very emotional subject, so she definitely feels some type of way right now. I already know. I can tell by the way her voice sounds. She definitely pissed off. She definitely pissed off. For sure, for sure. She definitely pissed off. I ain't gonna need a lot to you. I'm up this shit. What's tripping?
Parents help people
I'm
how
too
they
loud.
should operate, how they should show up. I show
I'm too
up
loud
how
over
I
here.
show up because this is where I am right now. I'm obviously the sum of all my experiences. Don't nobody
Too
try
loud
to
over
front
here.
for nobody. You know what I mean? I shared what I shared today because it was the topic of discussion. However,
My bad.
y'all can't. And I only shared a little bit of it, so there's not really much that y'all can really tell me because, like I said, I pay someone to unpack these things, and I'm doing.
You all right over there, lady?
But I also know
Good.
that it's easy to be perceived a certain way when people are just committed to kind of misunderstanding or interpreting things the way they choose to interpret them.
Committed to misunderstanding you. Is that what you said?
That's what it seems like right now.
Okay, the interesting thing about it is you said that you don't know everything.
Got you, KL.
And it's funny because I could fix your situation. Genuinely. I could fix you. I could really give you the game.
Go on, Anton.
Anton has the answer.
Go on, Anton. Come on, tell me what the good Lord has shared with
He
you.
He doesn't even know.
I don't have the answers or what it takes to get married and all of that other type of stuff. That's irrelevant. Okay.
That's not the end all to be all. There's plenty of married, unhappy ass people all over the planet. Like I really want to find out what is the actual objective that we have as human beings.
I didn't even ask my question.
No, I don't care.
I want to hear this question.
That we find that like being married means that we have the answers to everything or something. Like that we are just, what have you done? What have you done by going to file the paperwork? What have you done? What have you done for the planet? What have you done for the culture? What have you done for
I do a lot for the planet. I do a lot for the earth. I do a lot for the culture, actually.
No, I'm talking about. Find out what is the actual objective that we have as human beings.
I didn't even ask my question.
No, I don't care.
I want to hear his question.
That we find that like being married means that we have
I didn't even go back.
Everything or something.
What the fuck is going on?
What have you done? What have you done by going to file the paperwork? What have you done? What have you done for the planet? What have you done for the culture? What have you done for
I do a lot for the planet. I do a lot for the earth. I do a lot for the culture, actually.
No, I'm talking about the married people that feel like they've done something because they signed
that's what's interesting.
I
do a lot.
I don't care.
Because married men are the biggest simps that they are. Their whole job for the rest of their life is to take care of this one woman and meet her needs. So I think that,
Wow. So that basically lets you know what she think about getting married. Better not try to marry her. Don't get me wrong, her skin pretty as fuck. She a beautiful chocolate woman. But her mentality is fucked up. She a beautiful woman. Very beautiful. It's fucked up. It's real sad. Bro, this shit crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, man.
I could fix your
Oh, okay.
situation. Genuinely.
Yeah, Instagram. Oh shit.
I could no, really, I could fix you. Real talk. I could really give you a game. I could really give you the game.
Go on, Anton.
Anton has the answer.
Go on, Anton. Come on, tell me what the good Lord has shared with you.
He doesn't even know.
I don't have the answers on what it takes to get married and all of that other type of stuff. That's irrelevant. Okay.
That's not the end all to be all. There's plenty of married, unhappy ass people all over the planet. Like I really want to find out what is the actual objective. Plenty of married, unhappy ass people all over the planet. Like I really want to find out what is the
I'm going here to end the stream, man.
That we
this is basically
I didn't even ask my question.
No, I don't care.
I want to hear his question.
That we find that like being married means that we have the answers to everything or something. Like that we are just, what have you done? What have you done by going to file the paperwork? What have you done? What have you done for the planet? What have you done for the culture? What have you done for
I do a lot for the planet. I do a lot for the earth. I do a lot for the culture, actually.
No, I'm talking about the married people that feel like they've done something because they signed
that's
the
what's
paperwork.
interesting.
What do they want?
I don't care.
Because married men are the biggest simps that they are. Their whole job for the rest of their life is to take care of this one woman and meet her needs. So I think that, I'm trying to understand what you think you've won by doing that and why you think
I think that's what it is. JR. Thank you.
That's
that's not ridiculous.
But this is
But if you're gonna do that while I talk, no problem.
Yeah, you literally just cut me off in the middle of a question, and I've been respectful all night.
I don't care.
Bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
right,
so
I'm done.
I want to answer Kayla's question.
It's all your show, Court. I'm done.
I think that is the prize. The prize is family. The way that you fix the community is family. That is the prize. That should be our end goal here on earth, is to reproduce with mom, dad in the home. That is the prize.
So
now, whether it's a happy, now we need to focus more.
Don't go nowhere. Come back.
I think we need to focus on healthy and happy marriages. Yes, completely. I don't think I'm married now. I'm done. No, that's when I think the work starts. But that is the prize. I don't subscribe to the man is the prize, the woman is the prize. The prize is the union.
It's over. Appreciate y'all come listening to my live stream and visiting my channel. Don't forget, go check out the Lapeef Network. I'm gonna add the link to the description pretty soon. Try to learn how to do that now. But anyway, thank y'all. Good night, cause I'm sleepy. I gotta go to work in about 4 hours. Good night.